Hello people of the earth and welcome back to QuickSaveTV. My name is Mike and today I wanted to talk to you about the Reaper class in XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. This is going to be very different from the other video I've made on the topic, but before we even start talking about the class, I wanted to show you a little bit of context of what I'm talking about, right? Why do I think that Reaper is such a great class? Why do I love it so much? A little bit context I think will go a long way here, so here's the clip. Yeah, I think it's fine to sting here, right here. What the fuck? How did you even do that? What the fuck did you shoot at? What do you mean? What? What a fucking god. What the 90 HP, 3 points of armor, discarded just like this. What? Oh, this game, dude. Sometimes it's just... okay. Stream over, I'll go fuck something. Cat, come over here. It's time to reproduce! So yeah, as you can see, I don't think my fascination with the Reaper is unfounded. I think Reaper is one of the craziest classes in the game, especially when it comes to late game progression, because when you need to destroy a very big target like a Sectopod or Gatekeeper, or even Alien Ruler as you've seen, right? 90 hit points, 3 points of armor, right? Reaper is just simply the best man for the job. The best big game hunter. 93 damage in one turn, pfft. Sure, no problem, while remaining in stealth. Simply insane. But first, I want to say one thing to the people of the earth. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that cat. Yellow cat. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to talking about the Reaper, which is what you're here for, presumably. So, the Reaper is, in my opinion, the best big game hunter class in the game. When he reaches the late game, there's basically no one better to take down Sectopods, Gatekeepers, Alien Rulers, and basically Elder Chosen. All of these targets are incredibly easy for Reaper to handle because of the way class operates. Why are you going to ask, right? What makes the Reaper strong? If you're unfamiliar, basically Reaper's base stats, his synergy with other classes, his abundance of extreme solutions to, to simple and to extreme circumstances. His basic skills, as you can see, his basic stats are incredibly high, and it's not the maximum level. He's one level away from maximum. He already has 89 aim, no PCS. I could put a PCS for aim. Let's put a PCS. Do I even have a PCS? I don't have a single PCS, and there you go. Problem encountered. But putting a PCS for mobility or aim would make Reaper even more obnoxious, and he's only standard combat intelligence. Obviously, it's even better if Reaper is more in terms of combat intelligence, but even a standard Reaper can be brought up if you're willing to spend your XCOM ability points on him. His, okay, stats, synergy, yeah, I'm not gonna talk a lot about the synergy, I think it's redundant, but you can already envision situations when he's incredibly annoying. Like, for example, Reaper plus Sharpshooter, Reaper plus Grenadier, Reaper plus Templar when he uses the ulti that does AoE psionic damage. There's a lot of situations where Reaper is simply indispensable for your team. So to not ramble a lot about that, let's go ahead and talk about the soldier abilities. How would you make a Reaper a late game beast with minimal investment? Reaper is the kind of class who has a lot of abilities, as you can see, right, in the base. These two abilities that you do not see are Sticky Claymores, and this one is Extended Banish, which allows him to keep firing Banish not on one target. If the target dies, he switches to other targets, and he keeps fighting until there's no more targets or normal bullets, right? So all of these abilities, all of them, right, all of them. And even from the ones I have, the only one I wouldn't get is Squad Sight, because I don't care about Squad Sight, because the way Reaper operates. I'm not gonna go in great detail about that. If you want to know more about that, you can watch my other video. It's a little bit long, but there's so much cool information, especially if you're very new to the game. It's incredibly valuable. But even if you're an experienced player, people told me that it was really helpful, at least in one or two aspects. So I was really happy about that. Now here, if you wanted to build a very minimalistic, very cheap Reaper, right? What would you do? Just to kill alien rulers, let's say. You would go with Shrapnel, with Highlands, with Sticky Bombs, with Sting, with okay, that's it, stop, that's a full stop here. That's the most frugal, minimalistic build I can think of. Shrapnel, Highlands, Sticky Bombs, Sting, and Banish. Why like this? Because Shrapnel is a massive source of your damage. You can deal 16 damage from your Shrapnel, and it will also allow you to penetrate enemy armor, which is incredibly important when you fight alien rulers, because these fuckers have a lot of armor, and when they're fresh, when you encounter them for the first time, that's the most difficult time, and that's the most that's when you're most hard-pressed to deal maximum damage with your explosives, to deal maximum damage with your Shrapnel, essentially. With your claymores is what I'm saying. Having sticky bombs allows you to stick it on the enemy, follow him, and then open on him with Sting, or open on him with Banish at, right away if you wanted to. Sting allows you to get an extra shot on the enemy, which is like, it's a turn-ending shot, but it allows you to fire without leaving your stealth, which is super important. And Banish is the final solution ability. It allows you to fire until you run out of bullets. Allow me to bring up there you go. Allows you to fire on the enemy until you run out of bullets in your magazine, which is really powerful for obvious reasons. You can easily deal 30, 40 damage in a turn, and sometimes you can one-shot the enemy, as you've seen in the video. But in the video I've actually used the Sting ability. It was just basically me trying to deal some damage to the enemy before I open full scale. Now, as a secondary set of abilities that would be really good for you are Silent Killer and Soul Harvest. Soul Harvest is very important because it allows you to stack the critical hit chance as you kill smaller enemies, as you prepare to finally unload on the enemy using your Banish ability. And Silent Killer is mandatory if you want to stack up your Soul Harvest, because otherwise there's a very good chance that you will be revealed from your shadow by attacking the enemy, even if you kill him. Having the Silent Killer allows you, as long as you kill the enemy, you do not get revealed. Blood Trail and Remote Starts are also really good. A Blood Trail allows you to deal more damage on the enemy that was wounded. A very simple combination would be you scout the enemy ruler with a Sharpshooter, with Reaper. Sharpshooter fires one time on the alien ruler, and then you open on him with Banish, dealing +1 damage with every single attack of yours, because he's wounded this turn. Remote Start allows you to abuse environment against the enemy, so as you hunt alien ruler or packs of enemies, you can whittle down the packs or make them all but useless with a massive 12 damage from Remote Start in a whooping fucking enormous 5x5 radius, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's incredibly difficult for the enemy to deal with, especially considering that it doesn't break your stealth. Now, in terms of your XCOM abilities, if you would be so lucky, Holo Targeting and Shredder are two absolute best abilities. The third best is the Tactical Rigging, but we don't have it right now. Holo Targeting allows you to get increased aim on the target. If you have a bondmate available, what you could do is do a Sting attack on the enemy, applying Holo Targeting, and then start banishing the enemy, right? With an action point received from your bondmate. Or alternatively, you can just open with Banish, and if I understand it correctly, because each shot from Banish is an individual shot, it will, like, the first shot will apply Holo Targeting, and each subsequent shots will benefit from it. And Shredder is incredibly powerful because tier 3 rifle will shred 3 points of armor on each hit, which means that because Shredder scales with your level, it goes 1 with ballistic, 2 with magnetic, 3 with plasma weaponry. So by having a plasma weaponry much like this one, you will be able to shred 3 armor per hit. And even with the strongest enemies, you just need to do 2 or 3 hits maximum to shred all of their armor, which is insane. And Tactical Rigging, obviously you have a slot, right? Having a slot is a big deal because you can do whatever with it, whatever you feel like. Basically, bullets is the best probable solution for this slot. You would have Talon rounds or EMP rounds, stuff like that. Now, the next thing is, how do you outfit your rifle? In 2 words, there is a very specific set of best options, in my opinion, right? The 2 absolute critical things to be an obnoxious dick, right, are superior expanded magazine and superior repeater. Repeater gives you a chance to instantly kill the enemy with maximum of 20% if you have continental bonus for weapon upgrades. And expanded magazine gives you maximum of 7 bullets, again, if you have continental bonus. Either it's gonna be +4 or +3 without the bonus. With repeater it's 15% or 20% with the bonus. Laser sight synergizes very well with the blood Harvest, I think it's called Blood Harvest or something, the one that gives you the critical chance, because by default Reaper doesn't have critical chance. Having 40% critical chance is a very big deal, because it makes it so that a couple of your shots will deal critical damage and make it even more devastating for the enemy to deal with. In terms of your PCS, if I would be able to put anything, I would put aim or mobility. Aim would allow me even more freedom to deal to basically hit my target, you know, even more chance to hit my target, which typically is not important because Reaper has insane aim by default, but, you know, it's still a plus, you know, and having mobility would allow me to chase my targets even easier, which is also really important. Do not discard this. So yeah, this was a very budget Reaper build. Just don't forget, right? So whatever you get on Reaper is usually very useful, but if you are hard pressed on ability points for your XCOM initiative, you might want to save up, and that's the way you would save up. Yeah, that's all I have on the Reaper. Jesus, even when I try to pack my things like very tightly and shit, it still comes down to at least 8 minutes. Whatever, man, at least it's, you know, at least it's done and I know I've given you all the information I wanted to. Sweating like a pig here, dude, it's just fucking insane. Like, I don't even know why. Must be all that sex with the... must be all that sun we get there in Russia. Haha! Anyway, thank you so much for watching and listening. If it helped you, please don't forget to put a like on this video, helped me tremendously. Share it with your friends, especially the friends who tell you that Reaper is useless. They don't understand the class, and hopefully this video will help them understand Reaper and use him better in their own operations. And thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.